Morning. I got a crew in here today. I'm Sharon G, and today we're going to talk about helping others when they're in emotional pain. This class is called Inside Out, and we talk about emotions here. And we're going to talk about other people's today, how we can help, how we can be that person that can help someone get to the other side. It's really important to me to help others because that feeds my spirit, just being in communion with other people feeds my spirit. Anybody else have that experience? Yeah. You want to talk about it, Robin?
Well, I can talk about it, but helping others is something that I don't feel I'm very good at. I always feel like I do a little bit more because I'm not, but sometimes when I think I don't want to go to class, I think you better get to class because you might help somebody or somebody might help you and you see your family.
Absolutely.
And I'm always aware if I can help, I'm right there. I open the meetings up early and make the coffee. I may put up a corporate card. And I think I have a lot of growing to do. So I'm excited to hear this course. And she can give some hints on how to help people. I'm always helpful. I'm always right there.
Yes.
But,
you show up. You show up, and that is something that a lot of people don't do. I know people that talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. Right? Like my friend Gina says, show me your recovery, don't tell me. Show me your recovery, don't tell me. Right? And I appreciate that in you. You show up. You do. And that's a big, big thing.
Show physically,
Absolutely.
emotionally.
Yes, Rodney.
My thing is, if you're going out there help someone, sometimes I guess it should be like a job, because if it's like you working to do something, you don't want to do a whole lot of work. Nobody, even the people that are set out to help you in situations. I mean, I've been left behind so many times because that was their job. I ain't even gonna go through details about it, but but sometimes I feel like they let some of us fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
It's like you can't help it, right?
Yeah.
So I guess if it's more like a personal thing for a person that you probably, connected with.
Yeah.
I think it'd be easier because you kind of see the pattern in this person.
Yes.
If it was a job, you see the pattern of thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get that personal with them, right? So you just got to give them an option. You see if that works, Yeah. Hey, go left and get right,
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna help somebody, it seems like it should be some kind of emotional kind of reward to you. Like you feel good.
I agree with that because that's how I feel. When I can help someone, no matter what it looks like, right? Either with a resource where the person goes somewhere else and gets help. Maybe I don't have the power. So I want to connect people with the power. Yeah. Help them communicate better with the people they need to, right? So that's a help. We can do many, many things to help another person, right? We can be that person we want to be to help another. Yes, Porter.
For me, I've been going through my health issues, but I wouldn't even talk about that. But now that I've not been able to be on my own, I've been my mother, and I didn't think that I was where I wanted to be, where I should be in my life. But I realized that I am exactly where I need to be because I'm helping my mother out as much as she helped me when I needed it. Like she is smart at what she does, but she's not really tech savvy. So for me to be able to, I'm very proficient in technology. I'm able to help her and all of her teaching staff with these things. They don't even know these things that I know. So That's my gift. I mean, it's something that's very easy to me, can be very difficult to someone else. My mom didn't know how to put it on the computer, but if I could give her, and I don't even teach her, I just try to teach her how to do it so she can do it for herself. I don't just show it to her, so now she knows how to do it. I'm like grateful to be able to give her that. It opens her way up wide around. Now she has more information. She can do things for herself. And
That's right. There's a difference between enabling someone and helping someone, right? Enabling means I continue to do for them so they don't do for themselves. For 9 years, I didn't know how to fax. Because I would come up, I'd need to fax something. I go, can you fax this for me? 9 years, man. 9 years I got that shit.
I'm right on it, man.
Man, can you help? Because and I was looking for an enabler, right? I was looking for somebody that would do for me instead of teach me to do for myself, right? And that's a good gig if you can get it. But it doesn't help. It doesn't show. It doesn't help me grow. And that's what I want to do when I try to help someone, is to help them grow in whatever it is that the need is in. Let me start with this. The power of our presence. Many people today is helping others. Many people think they have to say something in order to be helpful, but it's worth remembering that those experiencing difficulty, they mostly need people just to be there. Just to be there. It says the next time your loved one is going through pain or loss, remember that just showing up is indeed the first step. Just showing up.
Sometimes you gotta take the time. I mean, you might have a busy schedule, but you gotta allow yourself to say, wait a minute, I gotta slow down right now.
Yeah.
I gotta reach out to this person because they need help. All right. And that's what I say. It's like everybody, now is a busting and busting of COVID. Gotta, as my father, the Pastor Griffin, he says, we got to replenish the shelves. We got to stock the shelves back up now because we don't ate every freaking thing in the freaking shelf, right? Because we had that long wait, Yeah. So right now and everything, everybody is kind of busy trying to help themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
busy trying to help themselves. I understand that. And that's the thing. If I want to be in the presence of someone, to really be there, to look them in the eye, the next thing is to be silent. I'm present. I'm here. I'm with you. I got eye contact. I'm leaning forward. I hear you. I'm blocking everything else out, like the people that are talking in there getting on my nerves. So, Dorica's in the house. Good morning, family, she says. The power of silence. What happens after you've shown up and your presence can be felt? Your presence can be felt. Our natural tendency might be to start talking. I do. Quick, say something. But this should be resisted at all costs. Be comfortable just being there, being present, and staying silent, right? Don't let your difficulty in remaining silent prevent you from showing up and being present. But strive to use the power of silence as much as you can. Shut up. I have such a hard time with shutting up. That's a terrible phrase, isn't it? Being quiet, being present and being quiet with someone. Just not getting that solution, right? Even if I know what this, man, your problems are easy. What you need to do is A, B, and C, right? That's my opinion. That's what I think, right? Hold on. And you threw me off. There you go. So go ahead, Porter. You threw me off.
Like saying, like I even had a problem with silence. Period. Like I was like the TV on, and I realized that silence. That's where answers really come. Even how I communicate with my higher power. When I pray, I am silent because I'm an open receptor for whatever is coming. Like that's when I.
Oh, I like that. A receptor.
I can receive whatever your energy, even your energy. If you're on your phone, I'm distracted. But if I can be present with you, that's why I like this. We're present in the moment.
Yes.
It's very
Powerful.
Yeah, because it gives you the space to feel and actually make you're not feeling like you're forced to say anything. You just, sometimes you just want to be sitting there. Like, sometimes you just want somebody's company. That's why when I go to the hospital, the therapy dog, like, that is so much comfort, just to have them there.
I know Lila comes sometimes. I love the being present with someone, the quietness, and allowing the other person to be the center of attention.
Right.
I want to hear you.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There is such power in being quiet. There is such power in just being there for someone. Being silent and hearing someone. This may be the first time they've been heard. How powerful would that be?
Right.
Yeah.
In the elevator, it is
Hold
so
on, Rodney.
Some of us don't know how to express what's really going on. So
Yeah.
just for us being present and taking your time, work, rationally it out, and then just tell me, right? It gives them a moment of, you know what I'm saying? Because they might be all wrapped up in whatever they're going through, and they can't express it. You know, it's just overwhelming to them. So just us sitting with them, looking them in the eye, you know, give them time to gather their thoughts. You know,
Yes.
give them time to bring it out, right? But some people, you know what I'm saying, don't want to express themselves with that person.
Yeah.
But so they need to be directed to someone they can relate to better than that. So
Yeah.
it ain't always that we got to give them information.
It ain't always
It
me.
ain't always me, right?
And that's all right. I gotta be humble enough to know this ain't me.
Yeah.
Like, this one isn't me. I can be present. I can be silent. I can be with that person. But if they're not with me, right? That one, it's not going to be. Yes, sir. Nice and loud.
You need to get that energy.
Mm.
You know, from that other person you get like that. I know y'all said something about this, something like this. There's a book in Galatians 6 chapter saying, brother, if a man be overtaken on fault, you without treasure, restore the one the spirit of meekness, that thou also be tempted. Then any man that is something, when he's nothing, he deceives himself. Then that we not see God in our mouth. And so that's what also shall be. And that's their power. If you listen to it, it's their power. That's why I always try to help somebody.
Yeah.
You know, because I know if I have somebody, then God will help.
I love that. What I sow, I reap. What I give, I get. When I do good, I get good. When I do the right thing, karma comes. I believe in that. What comes around goes around. You know, and there was a time with what I was doing, I was getting, and I wasn't liking it. I wasn't liking it. Hold on, let's do the next one. Validation. You have to show up. You got to allow your loved one to start the conversation, and you do your best to be silent while truly being present. Now it's time to say something. Your loved one may need an occasional feedback, but what should you say? The answer is validation. Validate, validate, validate. If you have something to say, anything, especially when your loved one asks for feedback, start always with validation. Validation is supporting, accepting, and recognizing someone else's truth. Supporting, accepting, and recognizing someone else's truth. Doesn't need to be your truth. You don't even have to agree with anything, but you do need to acknowledge that someone's reality, at least for that moment. At least for that moment. I believe your truth. I'm going to validate you. I'm going to say, man, I feel that. I may not completely understand it. I may not agree with it, but I feel you. I may not understand because I haven't had that experience, but I'm sorry that you're going through this.
Oh,
Right.
Thank you for sharing that with me. Yeah, and that's what they said in that Facebook thing. He said the number one phrase of long-lasting relationships is thank you.
Mm.
You know, so thank you for sharing that with me. You know, because I right now feel what you've been going through.
Mm-hmm.
I may not be the one to help you, but I know someone that's me.
That's
Let me
it.
get them and see if they can work with me. See, because I don't know, it makes me feel good when,
Mhm.
you know, I share something with someone.
Yeah.
And and they validate me.
I can say I hear you, even if I don't understand. I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and that makes such a difference to be heard.
It's like you was listening. That
Yes.
person, they couldn't been he heard, when they went around trying to get help. Now they heard, and they feel like they accomplished something, a compliment. And you know what? That kind of is, it gets like, courage. You know what I'm saying?
Validation does give courage, and it allows us to have the courage to keep going, to keep talking, right? The courage to allow someone else to help us. You said earlier that sometimes it's hard to accept help, and that is so true. Sometimes it's hard for other people. And sometimes I may not be the one to hear that person because we don't have that relationship. And that's okay. It's okay if it's not me, right? It ain't me today. And I gotta be cool enough to go, you know what? That's all right. I ain't gotta help everybody. It's not my job.
Right.
Not my job, right?
But the thing is, you can listen to everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can listen.
I mean,
That's so powerful, isn't it?
Can I say one thing?
Yes, dear.
I forgave my dad, but I just told him, I called him up and said, no matter what happened, you're my father, and whatever, I forgive you. And I just released him because we've had this contentious relationship, but no matter what, I don't judge his actions because I know that he didn't have the ability to come to places like this. So he was able to deal with his demons. So he wasn't able to, those things are ingrained in him. It's hard to unlearn them, but he can see how I'm able to not react to how he responds to me. And by me just saying, I forgive you. I just forgive you.
And that can validate another person. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to let this infect me. I got to be careful who I try to help too. I got to be careful to know that I'm not the one in this situation to address this because I'm too emotionally attached. Sometimes I'm not the one, and that's okay.
Right.
That's okay.
It takes you someplace, where
Yeah.
you was at one time, right? And it can trigger you to just look to that again, And they say this in recovery, you got to play to take balls too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got choices today. You got to make the best choices, you know what I'm saying? Because you already know where this is going to lead and everything. So, yeah, it's better to pass it on to someone else that, you know what I'm saying, they're better into that, right, than you.
Yeah. Because they know.
You can't be always the one being good,
I don't know I have never experienced homelessness. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Yes, Robin.
If you are in a group, and you know someone is struggling emotionally,
Yes.
you don't want to do it in
No.
group, but it would be appropriate to go up and say afterwards, how are you doing? What's going on? Yeah.
Sometimes that's all we got to say. How you doing? What's going on?
And then my emotional happiness, I don't share very much. I get right down to the bottom and then I share.
Yeah.
So sharing along the road is a good thing, but you have to know who you're sharing with.
Yeah.
That's a difficult thing.
You're exactly right. When others share with me, I want to be the one, but sometimes I'm not. Right? Sometimes I've got to find somebody with that experience. It's what a peer support specialist is. We got all these festive things going on, right? We did a multitude of festivities. And that can help me because I can connect to somebody, right? I've never been homeless, but I have experienced rage and sadness and depression and those things that may come along with that. I can kind of understand it, but I can't really. I don't know what it's like. But you know what? I know somebody I got a friend. I got a dude. Let me hook you up with him.
And you know what? The first thing to tell somebody that's going through something is you're gonna be all right. Because you don't even really know, what this person got to do to get out and
Yeah,
the next
To
day.
get right. Yeah.
So how do you know is it's gonna be all right? All you can do is say, after the struggle is over, and everything, hey, you came out good. You know what I mean? That's all you can say.
Yeah.
Because you
Get on the other
can't
side.
be
You're
all
working
right
on the
because
other side.
They ain't all right.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be all right too.
Yeah.
Whatever it gets solved.
But what words are powerful? Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too.
Me
Let me hold on 1 second. We're going to talk about reframing. Reframing is seeing the frame of the spoken words while also hearing unspoken assumptions and finding alternative views. You are not challenging the facts about assumptions. You're doing so. This just doesn't. Let me get down to the bottom where this makes better sense. This turn could help her during the mourning process. What it's saying is reframing can help us think of another way, another option, another way to think about things, right? Reframing, when I think of reframing, it's molding something into something else. It's giving options. I may not want that option. I need to stay where I am right now, and that's okay. I got to accept that. Right? So when we help people reframe, we give options. Have you thought about, you've done this so well. Can we try this? Right?
Man sitting right here. He's taught me something that I'm going to work on, and it has to do with reframing.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about somebody, and I wasn't saying anything too bad. I think I was maybe thinking it was good, whatever I was thinking. And he said, I'm not going to judge that person. Let's back up a little bit. And that's the truth. You never know what people are dealing with or coming from or any of that. So you can't make assumptions. All of this is done before the brain goes through. Yeah, they made me very aware of it.
Assumptions, I assume, doesn't that make an ass out of me and you? Yeah. When we assume things. And I got to accept somebody's reality too.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't assume that this is wrong because it is what this person's going through, right? And it does, to accept other people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He does it automatically.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna work on it.
It's acceptance is the key to all my answers, all my problems today. I got to remember that a part of helping another person is accepting where they are, no matter where they are. Right? No matter where they are. If I've been there or if I haven't been there, where this person is where they're supposed to be. I hate that. You're right where you're supposed to be. I hate that part.
Because the thing is, we all stand in judgment. And that's only because Christ gonna do that. You know what? Even the judge is sitting behind that bench and everything, right? He getting the facts of things, and he makes that judgment.
Yeah.
But that's the law. But what I'm talking about is our daily situations, right? That you may pass this person 1,000 times on the street and everything, but have you actually walked up to them and say hello to them, right?
Yeah.
And then if they start ranting and everything, are you going to listen? Because you was curious already to see this person, but now that person is telling you something, right? But you can't be in judgment of what the person tells you either, because it may not even be that,
I got to go with what the person is saying because that is what's real. If it's real to me, it's real, right? I've got to accept people where they are no matter what they're saying, right? No matter if it makes sense or not to me.
Yeah.
That's not my business. Yes, sir.
That's how I used to
Yeah.
You change yourself, but you got to want to change yourself.
Yeah.
If you do something about it, guess what? You're gonna get happy.
Yeah. That's it. When I'm motivated, when I can help somebody, when I see somebody, when I hear somebody, when I'm able to be in the presence of somebody. Right. That's the shit right there.
You said if I'm gonna walk this way before you, that's what I gotta walk myself to.
Walk a mile in my shoes. You know, I love that you said the serenity prayer, the things I cannot change, I got to accept. Wow. This is helping me. Use yourself, but not the moment. Avoid giving advice, right? Avoid giving advice. Nobody wants to, nobody, you know, if I'm in the middle, if I'm in the throes of my emotion and I'm telling you something and you're silent for a while, but then you get into, well, what you need to do is, right? No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want you. Don't tell me what to do. I'm an alcoholic. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do the exact opposite. Yes, sir. Hold on. Yes, sir.
As far as giving advice, telling people what to do, I make a suggestion
Okay.
about, a certain situation, a particular situation that maybe I've been there and I've done this and that's helped.
Mm-hmm.
So I suggest that they try. Now, I'm not telling them what to do.
Yes.
And I've had some good feedback with that. And,
I think there is a difference between sharing our experience, strength, and hope and giving advice. Right? That when I do advice, I'm sitting in judgment. That's what I think. I'm sitting in judgment of that person, and I know what they need. You know, what you need to do is blah, 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 blah. Who the hell am I?
Ask them, would you like my advice? Ask
Yeah,
them,
well,
what you
yeah.
want first. 'Cause sometimes, like you said, some people say, do you want me to show you? I'll ask you, do you want me to do this for you?
Yes.
Because sometimes an older person, I don't mind. Sometimes you have to judge it by their faces. I love people to help people who can't do.
Yeah.
If I see an older person sitting there, sometimes they don't want that. They want to
Yeah.
feel like they can. So don't assume that they, like you said, assuming. You judge something like, oh, they're older, they can't do themselves. Sometimes they want to feel self-sufficient and independent.
Absolutely. I want to feel that way. Right? I want to be, and you hit on the next one, and I love that. What is concrete? Do something concrete for that person.
Right.
If they need food, help them get food. If they need housing, start that it's hard. Start that process. We want to be able to give them something concrete, right? Something that'll actually help the person, Rodney.
I can remember, my father, giving me advice about occupational, quests, right? And he probably convinced, I can say that it was him behind, my first occupation, because he told me he didn't know Miss Payne the bill doing that.
Yeah.
Right. So, I thought it was, you just have a occupation to help your family, right? But the thing is, it wasn't the thing that it would, motivated me to get up out of bed and to go do this occupation, because I really didn't care, about it. I just cared about what I could finance, my house, my wife, my kids. I can do all that kind of thing. But later on in life, I met another person on the occupation that I wanted to have, and he's so successful in it now. And I kind of hate him because,
the concrete thing.
I didn't step out.
The concrete thing was that advice. This is something that would help.
Yeah.
And that's all right. Something that would help. I know that for me, but it may not help you. You may not be interested in it. You may not be interested in it. You may not be interested in my help. You may just want to talk. You may just want to share the pain. And that's okay. That's what I want to do to help somebody. I want to hear. I want to be able to understand that person, needs to be seen and heard. Right? Yes, Porter.
Sometimes I ask when somebody's calling me, I say, are you just trying to vent? Or are you looking for a solution? Because sometimes they don't want a solution. They just want to vent. But I just want to be clear.
Yes.
What do you need me for? Are we looking for, you want to fix this problem? Or do you just want to just talk about it and just get it off your head and your heart? Because sometimes they need that. Sometimes
Oh, I like
do
that.
a warm line. Because sometimes I don't feel it. Because sometimes I'm not the one to just hear the same thing over and over again. Because maybe
Yeah.
somebody can give you some better advice. Maybe
Wouldn't
you
have
get
heard by-
like, yes,
Absolutely.
give you some tools to help you so you don't have to continue to go through this anymore. I don't want to be just your punching bag because I'm enabling you to turn to me when you need this event. So I don't want it to be a repetitive thing so I can put my boundary up. So why don't you call it the warm line?
Yeah, to be able to help the person with alternatives. Absolutely. I like what you said, to hear them with your heart and your head, to be able to really ask. That is so important. How can I help you today? Do I need to listen, or do I need to help you find a solution? And you know what? Sometimes listen is the most important thing. It's the most important thing.
And be supportive behind it.
Yeah, yeah. The next thing is follow up.
Yeah.
Follow up. How's this person doing a week from now? How you doing about, I know last week we talked about, or I know last week you were concerned about. How's that working out? What happened? Tell me what happened. I'm concerned. And I love to know I'm nosy. I'm nosy. I want to know how it worked out. I want to know how it worked out. So follow up.
When somebody connect with you, it's wonderful because, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got now kind of like rapport, connection with that person. That person want to feel, like they're not being avoided because they got so much they got to and I don't wear them out, right? But you being proactive and following up and everything, and see if it got better or worse or something like that. It's really helpful for that person's spirit.
Yeah.
And then that's what it is. Their spirit is gone.
You remember me.
Yeah.
You remember me. That's important. It's important to be heard and seen, but it's also important for somebody to go up and say, we talked last week and I remember that you were feeling ... How you feeling today?
So you were present in the moment.
Ooh, we were present in the moment. I like that. Thank you. We were silent in the moment. We allowed the other person to be who they are, to feel what they're feeling, right? Oh, I love this. Follow up. The next thing is recommend. The next thing is be genuine.
Yes.
Be the person you are. Be genuine. Be that person. It says sure offer authenticity, our genuine self. Our genuine self. This is me hearing you. Right. That's the shit right there. That's where that's where help comes from. Connection. And what is connection? Love.
Love. And not being scripted, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they gonna figure that script out and everything. That you tell that to everyone, right? Because you don't be reading the script and say this. Oh, I didn't remember to say this, But no, when you are personal with a person, you say some personal stuff
Yep.
to them and everything, they understand better.
If I'm connected to
Understand
it.
better.
Yeah. Because I know you. I've sat and talked to you before. I've sat and listened. And I know you a little better. You let me in. You let me in. And that's important. That is a position that I must respect and hold dear to me when someone lets me in. That's not something to play with. I want to be able to remember that person. I want to be able to help that person understand that they were worthy of being heard. Sometimes that is the most important thing, right? To be heard and seen.
And remember things they told you.
Yes.
No,
It's important. And it's important to be genuine. Be yourself. Be yourself. All right. We're about out of time. Darika, I love you out there. Thank you. Thank everybody that's out there. I appreciate you stepping in. Let's see. If you enjoyed this, if you hated it, it don't matter. Share it. Share it.
Sharon said she-
Sharon said share it. Thanks for sharing. Well, there you go. Thanks for sharing. All right. Let's see. Warm line. Porter mentioned a warm line. It's a good option if you want to talk to somebody, if you want to be heard. Number is 833-390-7728. 833-390-7728. All right. Have a great day. Today is Monday. I thought it was Wednesday. Seems like I been working so long already. Y'all keep peace and share.